The following presentation is a Deej Experience production and may not be recorded, rebroadcasted, or retransmitted without the express written permission of Deej Experience LLC. For more information, visit us online at www.deejexperience.com. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome into a Deej Experience production. We are live on the YDL Sports Network, and I am joined alongside me tonight, Mr. Tim Giuliano and the man himself, Brian Hagberg. Fellas, I'm going to send it to you guys. Warren Dragons versus Slippery Rock Rockets. It's volleyball playoffs. Doesn't get any exciter than this time of the year.
I got goosebumps already. Scott, thank you so much. We at your daily local YDL Sports Network, so excited about this special partnership with you at Deej Experience, and you guys providing already some great video production for us. That Dragon graphic was awesome, by the way. Phenomenal work there, guys. And Tim, we've been doing this all season long. I think you're finally caught up on how to do some volleyball action.
Yeah, I know the game a little better now.
But it is playoff time now, and things start to get real serious. This is a District 10 Class 3A semifinal. The top-seeded Warren Dragons coming into this one 16-0 against the number 4 seed, the Slippery Rock Rockets, 17-2, following a 3-0 win over Meadville in the quarterfinals. This is the Casella pregame show. Fans are an essential part of every team. Visit Casella.com to join our team today. Casella, our people, your team.
Today's stream is powered by and brought to you by Oil Country Crates. Your products, our protection, oilcountrycrates.com. Warren Tire Center, drive to the game. The Warren Tire Center makes sure you get to the game in comfort. WarrenTireCenter.com. And AGI Industries, storage containers, broadcast booth. AGI Industries is your one-stop shop for quality and innovation. Call 814-728-6050 for more information or to secure a rental.
And a special thank you to AGI Industries, one of the 2 businesses in Warren County that gave us an extra sponsorship here tonight to help bring you this game on live video action. Also, special thank you to Gaughan's Drugstore. Call 814-723-2840 or visit Gaughan's.com to check them out. We'll have more about Gaughan's Drugstore later on in the broadcast. But again, special thank you to Gaughan's and AGI Industries for helping us be able to create this partnership and bring you this live video coverage of the District 10 Class 3A semifinal. And you know, Tim, we were talking about trying to get a read on this Slippery Rock team. Obviously, we've done a ton of Warren volleyball matches throughout the season. Kind of know what to expect from the Dragons, but haven't really seen Slippery Rock. Was doing some research. It's been a long time since they've been in a District 10 volleyball title match. Certainly would love to end that drought with a win here tonight. Warren's looking to reach its 3rd straight District 10 title match. They defeated Meadville 2 years ago. Lost to the Bulldogs last year, so they want to get back there and they want to come away with a victory. But standing in the way is the Rockets, and they're 17-2 on the year. But again, kind of a tough team to get a read on. You know, I was explaining some of the schedule quirks, and Warren had dual matches against state-ranked Maplewood. Cathedral Prep was state-ranked at the time they played them. That last week of the season, they played Clarion. That's a perennial state title contender, just got a big win in their playoff match last week as well. And then also Cochranton, who's also in a district semifinal, albeit in 2A. So you kind of got a feel for where they were because they won all of those games. But again, a 2-loss Slippery Rock team, certainly not one that Warren can overlook if it wants to reach its goal, and that's get back to the District 10 championship.
Well, if I'm not mistaken, we heard prior to coming on the air that Slippery Rock is a senior-laden team, so there's experience there that is going to be a factor for sure, I would think.
I'm looking at the roster that we were given ahead of this game. They've got 6 seniors on the roster and 10 juniors, so definitely an experienced Rockets team for sure. And again, you're 17-2. They went 9-0 in region play as well. Now they're in a mixed class region with some of the stronger 2A teams, where Warren's in an entire 3A region. But again, that's nothing to kind of sneeze about. You go 17-2 on the year. You're 9-0 in region play. You won the matches that were put in front of you and did most of them pretty convincingly.
Mm-hmm. And sometimes these games between teams that haven't faced each other either ever or in a long time can be really interesting, because there's kind of that you need to assess what you're dealing with here and then kind of plan accordingly. So I'm wondering if they're going to feel each other out a little bit first before, people just kind of relax and play.
So, and you mentioned the Rockets are senior laden. Warren's got only 4 seniors, 9 juniors on the team, though. But those 4 seniors have a ton of experience, and they've got a ton of experience, not just in the playoffs, but in this building in the playoffs, the Haggerty Family Event Center, one of the premier venues in not just District 10, but the entire state, especially when it comes to high school volleyball. But it's going to be some of those underclassmen and players that are stepping in to fill roles. You look at a Haley Kabiska, maybe an Addie Corey, Peyton Woderson, players that either weren't on the team last year or didn't see a ton of minutes. They're going to be the key to getting a victory. Obviously Warren's going to lean on, Nozzle and Newton and Fabic and
Corey.
Waterson is the 4th senior, but again, you've got to rely on some of those players that haven't been in these situations. Again, you look at the setter, Bryn Norris, stepping in to fill that role. She's done it very, very well all season long, but you mentioned when we were talking to Mike Dolan pregame, about those butterflies and how important it is to get off to a hot start.
Absolutely. You want to get a little confidence early on. It's why they usually throw in some nice short passes for quarterbacks in football if it's their first game or if they're a little jittery. And, get a couple of nice points, and then you settle in. And you want to start that way. What you don't want to do is start making mistakes.
Yeah.
And I don't think they're going to. I think this is, Mike's done this for a long time. He knows what he's doing. These girls seem to really like to play for each other and for him, and so I don't think that's going to be a problem. They'll settle in nicely.
Well, and again, you've got seniors on the team that know what it feels like to win a district title and do it in this building. I was here for that, and and especially Lily Newton was a big part of that championship match win. Was actually our player of the game for that championship match victory a couple of years ago, and and then I think equally important are some of the assistant coaches that Mike Dolan has on his bench. Obviously Sue Baldensberger's been with him for a long, long time. They've been through, through all these kind of ups and downs and making playoffs and becoming a perennial contender now, and they know what it's all about. But you add a Grace Wortman to your bench, you add an Ellie Lobdell to your bench, you add a Paige Wilson to your bench. Those are all players who not only have experience in the playoffs, but they've won District 10 titles. They know how hard it is, they know what it takes to get there, and they know what the mentality and the focus level needs to be, and that kind of experience can be invaluable.
I've heard it said that the playoffs are all about adversity. You're going to face some. It's inevitable. What you got to do is play through it, and remember, you have the ability to overcome that stuff, and I look forward to this. This will be fun to watch tonight. All right, we want to remind you of WCC BI Players to Watch. Find out what the Chamber Advantage is all about at WCCBI.org and Players to Watch.
All right, so tonight we're going to start first with the number 4 seed Slippery Rock, and the player to watch for the Rockets, Ashley Reagan, the 5'8" senior middle. Like I said, Tim, we've done a lot of Warren volleyball. We know how strong their play is at the net. If Slippery Rock's going to upset the top-seeded Dragons and move on to the District 10 championship, they're going to have strong play at the net, and that starts with Ashley Reagan in the middle. And on the flip side, for Warren, we talked a lot about the seniors and the experience. To me, the player to watch is going to be number 15, the 5'8" sophomore, Haley Kabiska on the outside. You know what Madeline Nozzle can do, what she's probably going to do. They're going to try to feed her a lot. But as Slippery Rock goes to take her away, Warren's got to find a secondary option on the attack. And that's been Haley Kabiska for most of the season. She struggled a little bit in those last couple of games down the stretch. Can she shake that off and come out and have a strong game here tonight?
I say she can, but we'll have to wait and see. As, those are your players to watch. And we also want to remind everybody the Rouse scoreboard is powered by Seneca Generation. Our scoreboard tonight is brought to you by Rouse. Rouse is caring for generations. Visit rouse.org to find out more. And our board is powered by Seneca Generation. Seneca Generation, powering your home, empowering our community.
So that'll wrap up the Casella pregame show. We're about 30 seconds away from the national anthem and the start of the first set. And Tim, who's our first set sponsored by tonight?
Elwood National Forge. It's never too soon nor too late to set another goal or dream another dream. If now's the time for you, Elwood National Forge can help with multiple positions currently available and several career paths to choose from. Elwood National Forge offers on-site and on-the-job training, competitive pay, and benefits including 401k and insurance that start the date of hire, paid time off, and long-term job security. To learn more about becoming a part of the Elwood National Forge family, visit enfjobs.org. Sorry.
And the buzzer sounds, and we are just about set for tonight's national anthem. As they're doing the first pregame announcement here, again, it's number 4 Slippery Rock taking on number 1 Warren District 10 Class 3A semifinal. The winner moves on to the District 10 championship game. All right, the national anthem has been played. We are getting set to introduce the starting lineups here tonight. I believe they're going to start with the Rockets, who are the lower seed coming in. That's usually how they do things here at the Haggerty Family Events Center. And,
beautiful facility.
Absolutely. And it will be Slippery Rock first.
Representing Region 3, they're coached by Brandon Ferrier. He's assisted by Lindsay Whitmer, Becca Mata, Alex Heller, and Abby Berry.
And so let's meet the starters for Brandon Ferrier's Rockets. First, number 4, Ashley Reagan, our WCCBI player to watch. Number 5, Lexi Plesikoff. Number 7, Lauren Wallace.
Number 8, Addie Novad.
Number 8, Addie Novad.
Senior outside, number 9, Madison Romanovich.
Number 9, Madison Romanovich.
Junior center, number 10, Lexi Caldwell.
Number 10, Lexi Caldwell.
Junior right side, number 11, Casey Yeager.
Number 11, Casey Yeager.
Junior libero, number 15, Lila Runtis.
Number 15, Lila Runtis.
And senior middle, number 26, Molly Smochek.
And number 26, Molly Smochek, the starters for Slippery Rock here tonight. And now let's meet the starters for Mike Dolan and the Warren Dragons. Coming in as the number 1 seed in Class 3A.
The Dragons are coached by Mike Dolan. He's assisted by Sue Wallensberger, Samantha Nozzle, Grace Warman, Paige Wilson, and Ellie Lobdell. Starting as defensive specialist, number 2, Peyton Johnson.
And first for the Dragons, number 2, Peyton Johnson.
Number 15, Haley Kaviska.
Number 15, Haley Kabiska, our WCCBI player to watch. Number 18, Julia Gettner.
13, Bryn Norris.
Number 13, Bryn Norris.
Number 19, Addie Corey.
Wearing number 19 tonight, Addie Corey.
Number 1, Lily Newton.
Number 1, Lily Newton.
PS number 7, Lauren Fabic.
Number 7, Lauren Fabic.
Junior Libero number 22, Alicia Sorensen.
Number 22, Malicia Sorensen.
Outside number 12, Maddie Nozzle.
And number 12, Madeline Nozzle, your starters for Mike Dolan and the Dragons here tonight.
Mark Weschler and Dan Beer. Those are your starting lineups. Enjoy the action.
And we want to mention again that Addie Corey is wearing number 19 tonight. And I think this is the first time she's ever done that.
Yeah, that's a number change. Just got notified that right before they announced the starters, so I didn't get a chance to ask the reason behind that number change.
Maybe somebody lost a jersey. I mean, sometimes that can
possible,
happen.
Reminding you that our view of the court tonight is brought to you by Venango County, where there's always something to see and do. Visit them online, venangocountypas.gov. And shout out to all the cameramen here again from Deej Experience, bringing you the video and production aspect of tonight's match. And I want to thank Scott and his crew for partnering with us here on Your Daily Local, the YDL Sports Network. Tim Giuliano, Brian Hagberg with you in the AGI Industry Storage Containers broadcast booth.
And what a nice view we have.
Absolutely. So the teams break the huddles. The liberos step on. Sorensen for Warren. And Runtus for Slippery Rock. You know, one of the things Tim, Warren coach Mike Dolan said to us in that brief conversation before the game was, that, you know, they've been off for almost 2 full weeks now, and we'll see if Slippery Rocks may be able to take advantage of that, get off to a quick start here as the Rockets will start with the serve. It's Addie Novad serving, and it's an ace to start things for the Rockets, and exactly what you need if you're the lower seed looking to pull off an upset.
I think Malicia was thinking, should I hit it or should I let it go? And, you know, she tried valiantly to get it, but it went off out of bounds.
Novad serves again. This time Sorensen gets the pass over to Norris, and she'll send it to Kabiska. And that one's taken and blocked back at the net. It's Norris and Addie Corey teaming up. On the attack was Madison Romanovich.
Point Warren. Peyton Johnson enters. Johnson to serve.
Peyton Johnson comes in, and she'll serve for Warren. Tied at 1, Elwood National Forge first set. Low serve, doesn't make it back over the net. Corey puts it back, and Slippery Rock able to send it back. Norris for Addie Corey. Big kill for Addie Corey.
2 in a row. Is it me, or is this tape a little faint?
Well, it's gray. It's gray, so it's a little different than what we're used to seeing. It's you know, usually we've been up at Warren High where they have the white tape. So, but it looked like from our vantage point, she just got that in the sideline.
Yeah.
And it's served from Johnson. They send it over to Romanovich. She'll just tip it over. And Sorensen gives it back to Norris on the attack. And we'll change up for the setter there. Back to Romanovich. Gets it through the block, but right at Sorensen. Norris for Nozzle. And Nozzle, a little change-up, went over the block and found the vacant space to give Warren a 3-1 lead.
I think the rust will fall off quickly tonight from the layoff.
And Johnson serves an ace right down the line.
Yeah, that was a bolt of lightning. It went right down, and nobody had a chance to get it on the other side. She's got the ability to get that ball to drop as soon as it passes that net.
Johnson serves again. This time Slippery Rock joust at the net. Corey wins it, but the Rockets put it back over. Norris sets Nozzle, and this time Nozzle with a big strike, but down to get that one was Novad, and Slippery Rock will put over a free ball. Norris right back to Nozzle off the net and gets it to tuck in the side.
Sheer power on that one, as looked like a reasonably 50-50 chance to block. and send it back, but that didn't happen.
You know, and if Nozzle doesn't hit the net there, she was trying to go cross court. If it doesn't hit the net, that maybe falls out of play. And Johnson serves, and that's going to be now a 6-0 run for Warren after Novad served the ace to start things for Slippery Rock. 6-1 Dragons lead Elwood National Forge first set. And this time they send it in the middle to Ashley Reagan, and she puts down the kill to end the run.
And Nozzle and Sorensen were both trying to converge on the ball, but it dropped a little too quickly.
And Reagan goes back to serve. Sends over a little spinner, but Norris will get it over to Nozzle. And Nozzle again tucks it in the side. Julia Gettner comes on the floor for the Dragons, and Runtus comes on for the Rockets. Addie Corey will serve. And Romanovich sends it over as Smocek puts over the free ball. Norris to Gettner. Kind of hit on that one. Now it's Romanovich blocked back, and she puts it over the net, just stuck her arm out. Norris sends it over to Nozzle. Nozzle hammers it.
She's on fire early.
Novad unable to dig that one out. You know, and we talked about it in the pregame, Tim. Warren's going to lean on that senior leadership, and none better right now than Maddie Nozzle if you're the Dragons. Corey with a little sinker, but Runtus is there. Tipped over, and Gettner saves it for Warren. And as Norris puts over a free, and Novad wasn't ready for it.
No, and leaning backwards and off balance, Norris had made a great play there just to keep it in play.
And Brandon Ferrier is going to take a Rossbecker Insurance timeout. Rossbecker Insurance Group, with locations in Corey, Northeast, and Seneca, strives to deliver a personal and beneficial experience to its customers while providing a great place to work for its valued team members. TeamRossbecker.com. That's Rossbecker.
And this game is being brought to you in part by the Lander Hope Clinic. Medical care for your whole family. Call 814-593-0011 or visit LanderHopeClinic.com to request an appointment. Boy, they're really, they look like they haven't missed a beat in the last week and a half.
9-2, Warren leads at Elwood National Forge first set. That's coming off a Slippery Rock Rossbecker Insurance timeout, and I'm sure Brad Allen will be heavily invested in the second half of this doubleheader tonight. Our friend over at Rossbecker, as Corey takes on Fairview in the 2A semifinal. And Romanovich diving for it is Fabic. Nozzle will put it back. Romanovich thought she had some vacant space there, and this time just puts over a free ball. Norris over to Nozzle, tipped. Caldwell sends it back to Romanovich, has to tip it there, and Fabic gets it. Nozzle again, but this time goes into the net.
That time Maddie looked like she took a little off of it, and maybe she should have gone with the howitzer again.
Looked like maybe she thought about it kind of mid-jump there, and by the time she decided what she wanted to do, the angle put it into the net. Norris going to go right back to Nozzle, and this time she puts down the kill. And that's going to be the key. You know, we talked about, you know, Kabiska had some struggles there at the end of the season, and you got to have that short memory. You know, we made it almost akin to you know, a pitcher walks a couple of guys and then got to find the zone again and just play your way through it. Nozzle did just that there as Bryn Norris will serve. Warren leading 10-3, Elwood National Forge first set. Norris serves and ace. Had a chance to say hi to Bryn's dad, Justin, and Grandpa Steve as they made their way in. And
a lot of family members here tonight.
Absolutely. Norris on the serve. And make it 2 straight aces for Bryn Norris.
I think that gives them an added lift, especially if you've got somebody who's even dinged up a little bit. She can take up the slack and play that position.
Gruntis gets it to Caldwell. Back sets to Romanovich, but Norris is there. Sorensen will get it over to Johnson. Caldwell goes back to Yeager that time. Gettner with the attack. Joust at the net. Norris goes down to get it. Sorensen will send it over to Nozzle. Nozzle goes cross court, but Runtis able to get under it. Now Romanovich will send it over, but she sends it long.
Good judgment on the part of the Dragons.
And those are the kind of things, Tim, if, again, you're looking to pull an upset here as the 4 seed. Unforced errors are the one thing you cannot have against the top seed in a playoff match. Warren opening up a 10-point lead here. Elwood National Forge first set. Norris serves. And Runtis will send over a free ball. Norris back sets to Lily Newton. And there to dig it out is Novad. And that time it was Smocek on the kill. Split the defense.
Found an open spot on the court.
Lexi Plesikov serving for the Rockets. Norris sets Nozzle in the middle, and Nozzle right at Runtis, and just lucky to get a hand on it. 14-4, Dragons leading. Elwood National Forge first set, District 10 Class 3A semifinal. Caldwell sends it over to Novad. Newton right there at the net. Down to get it is Gettner. And Kabiska will put over. Smocek back to Novad, but she goes long. And Sorensen was lucky she didn't get a hand on that.
Yeah, too much force on it. Went out.
Nozzle will serve again. Novad puts over a free. Norris sets Gettner in the middle, off the block. Rockets able to dig it out. Little tip, Gettner puts it right back over. Smocek gets it to Caldwell for Novad. Blocked that back there by Newton. Caldwell goes to the other side for Yeager. Sorensen keeps it in play, and Kabiska will put over. Caldwell in the middle for Smocek, blocked back, but Yeager's there. Smocek again. Sorensen keeps it alive. Norris to Kabiska. Goes over the block right to Runtis. Novad on the attack. Down to get it is Norris, and Nozzle and Kabiska, or excuse me, Sorensen and Kabiska tried to dive for it. Could not get there, and a long volley goes the way of the Rockets. It's 15-5 as Runtis will go back to serve.
Those are points you really hate to lose.
Off the net.
Volley.
Norris over to Kabiska. A big swing, tipped. And Slippery Rock able to get to it. Yeager puts it long. Addie Corey checks back in for the Dragons.
Lisa Sorensen to serve.
Sorensen on the serve. Caldwell sends it to Yeager's, blocked by Corey and Kabiska.
Kabiska on the block. Point Warren.
And Runtis just gets it over to Novad. She'll put over a free ball. Norris sets it for Corey. Blocked back, but Sorensen's there for it. Back set to Newton. Newton big swing. Rockets keep it alive, and then a hitting error by Caldwell goes into the net. Good play there by Romanovich to keep that ball alive. But
I think our front line has so far dominated the whole affair.
Sorensen serves. Takes a little off. Romanovich passes, but Novad wasn't ready for it. And Warren now has a 19-5 lead. Elwood National Forge first set.
Brian, you said you don't want to beat yourself, and they've done that a couple of times here. People either not in the right position or just couldn't get over there.
Sorensen serves. Romanovich gets it to Runtis, and Novad puts over a free. Norris sets Kabiska, had to hesitate a little bit, but she got it over. And now Runtis gets it to Yeager. Norris will put over. Caldwell sets in the middle for Reagan, and she mishit. 20-5, Warren leads now. Sorensen on the serve. And Romanovich with the pass, and then some miscommunication there by the Rockets as Caldwell came in late.
Yeah, unforced errors.
Yeah. I think there was just, again, some confusion as to who Romanovich was passing that to, and it ends up just falling to the floor, and it's 21-5, Warren leading Elwood National Forge first set. Caldwell gets it to Novad, diving is Norris, and then tipping it over was Newton. Blocked back by Kubiska. Tipped and Newton's there again. Kubiska on the attack, puts down the kill. Couple of great defensive plays by the Dragons on that point, starting with Lily Newton just stuck her hand out there to keep the ball alive. And it's Sorensen serves. Caldwell sends it up to Novad. Norris sets for Kubiska, through the block again, Haley Kubiska.
Between her and Nozzle tonight, the force with which they're coming with the kill shots is just incredible.
23-5, Warren leads Elwood National Forge first set. Novad on the attack, but Sorensen is there to dig it out. Norris sets Corey. Runtus just sticks a hand out, gets it to Caldwell. Sorensen will send it over to Newton. Newton on the attack. Caldwell's there, and again, nobody there to receive the pass as both Novad and Reagan went back. And it is set point for Warren, 24-5. Sorensen looking to close out the Elwood National Forge first set. Romanovich gets it to Caldwell. Tipped at the net. Newton gets it over to Norris. And Kubiska will send over. Savannah Smith on the attack. Sorensen's there. Norris back set to Newton. Newton off the block. Romanovich keeps it alive. Caldwell for Novad into the net, and the attack error gives Warren the 25-5 first set win. Warren leads the match now 1-0, and we will be back with more high school volleyball on your daily local, the YDL Sports Network and Deej Experience. At AGI Industries in Clarendon, our state-of-the-art fabrication facility brings your custom-engineered products to life. With cutting-edge machinery and skilled professionals, we deliver precision-crafted solutions tailored to your needs. From trench box and storage container rentals to sandblasting, refurbishing, and painting equipment, plus expert metal fabrication, compressor stations, filters, separators, ASME vessels, and pig loaders, AGI Industries is your one-stop shop for quality and innovation. Call 814-728-6050 for more information or to secure a rental.
In every heartbeat, every helping hand, every moment of care, Warren General Hospital stands as a cornerstone of our community. For generations, families have trusted us to be here today, tomorrow, and always. We're transforming community health and wellness through excellence in quality, safety, service, engagement, and patient experience. Warren General Hospital.
Here at the Warren County Chamber of Business and Industry, we like to focus on our community and help our local businesses expand and succeed.
Why join WCCBI? Not only do we offer a way for local businesses to grow and prosper, but we also provide business development, community involvement, and member benefits.
Becoming a member of WCCBI includes benefits such as networking and ribbon cutting.
Become a member or to see additional information, visit WCCBI.org today.
Okay, we're back, and it's time now for the AGI Industries second set. AGI Industries is your one-stop shop for quality and innovation. Call 814-728-6050 for more information or to secure a rental.
Brian Hagberg, Tim Giuliano with you on your daily local, the YDL Sports Network. This special production powered by DG Experience, and a special thank you to AGI Industries for helping secure our video rates fees for tonight. The Dragons lead number 4 Slippery Rock 1-0 as Warren serves to start the AGI Industries second set. District 10 Class 3A semifinals. Caldwell sets it, back set. Norris to Nozzle. And Nozzle puts a big swing on it and puts Warren in front 1-0. AGI Industries second set. The winner of this match will face either Harbor Creek or Fort LaBeouf. Those two teams are scheduled to start at 7:15 at McDowell High School tonight, so won't know who they're playing as Johnson serves that one long and out of play, and I believe that's the first service error against the Dragons tonight. But so we won't know who they're going to face before we go off the air tonight, because that game is not starting till 7:15, but it will be either Harbor Creek or Fort LaBeouf in the District 10 Championships to face the winner of this match between Warren and Slippery Rock. Nozzle hits that one into the net. So after a relatively clean first set, couple of unforced errors to start the AGI Industries second set for the Dragons.
Yeah, the first set I was surprised how well Warren did, and they made no, I guess there was no question about their athletic prowess there.
Nozzle sends over a free. Slippery Rock gives it right back. The set to Corey, and Corey with authority puts down the kill to tie it up at 2.
Well, they got some of it back right there.
And the number change has certainly not hampered Addie Corey so far here tonight. All square at 2 in the AGI Industry second set, and Addie Corey serves up an ace. Look over to my left there, Tim, and I see Corey head coach Kelly Goodsell was over talking to Warren athletic director John Sittler, and again, Corey and Fairview in the 2A semifinal will be coming up after this match, as it's a second straight ace for Addie Corey. Tucked that one right in the corner, and that match will be available for all the fine folks in Corey and Fairview on DG Experience as well, so stay tuned for that.
Addie's going to want to keep this jersey.
Yeah. And serves that one into our good friend Wyatt Stearns' favorite player, the net. Hope Wyatt is watching tonight. Unfortunately, couldn't be here with us. Had a lot of fun with Wyatt.
Oh, he's fun.
On the broadcast all season long. And what a send back there by Romanovich. You can see her saying, "Go! I didn't mean to do that," but it worked out well for the Rockets.
She dropped it an inch inside. Yeah. That was perfect.
And we're tied at 4. And Reagan just misfired on the serve.
Yeah, I think she, got her steps out of line or something. Yeah. That was hit off the wrong part of her arm.
And Reagan comes out for Runtus as number 5, Brooke Sherry, checks in for the first time tonight for the Dragons. Leading 5-4 AGI Industries second set. Brent Norris on the serve. Caldwell sends it back into play. Novad sends it long. Norris serves again, puts a little spin on it. Romanovich that was Wallace able to keep it in play. And Dragons get the point there. It looked like maybe there was going to be some communication on the call, but falls for the Dragons. They lead at 7-4. And Norris off the net, down for the ace, and just nothing Wallace can do with that.
No, she mistimed it because it did hit the net, and it threw it off.
And Norris is putting some heavy spin on that serve. See if we can get that. She didn't quite spin it that much. And Romanovich sends it over on the attack. Johnson down to get it. Norris sets Nozzle, and Nozzle sends it long.
Yeah, that just missed.
She absolutely just missed. That would have been a good one. They have, for college volleyball, they have the video almost like professional tennis where it shows you some of the schools do. That would have been a good one for that, to see how close that was.
It was, yeah, it definitely was, I'd say, within a half an inch or so.
And Smith sends it over. Nozzle to Norris, back to Nozzle with a little tip, and Romanovich is there. Caldwell gives it back to Smith. It's tipped, but Sherry's there. And Newton puts it over, and this time Newton sends it with a little more force, but Novad puts over the free. Sorensen to Nozzle. Novad's right there. Caldwell over to Runtis for a free. Norris for Newton. Big swing, goes long.
We've missed on about 4 or 5 of those tonight, and that's going to happen.
It's almost like you're making up for that first set where they didn't miss hardly anything. As Caldwell serves, 8-6, Warren leads AGI Industries' second set. Sherry on the attack, and again, that goes long.
Did that not touch any Slippery Rock player on its way?
They say it did not.
It looked to me like it might have grazed somebody.
It definitely had a weird spin on it, that's for sure, as Caldwell serves. Norris sets Nozzle in the middle. That one again goes long. And we're tied at 8. Norris gonna back set for Newton this time. And right at Caldwell, but she can't handle it. And Newton gets the kill, and Warren reclaims the 9-8 lead. Haley Kabiska checks in. And speaking of Newton, Mom Scott and Kelly, part of Gaughan's Drugstore, part of one of those businesses that sponsored us tonight, help us bring this video coverage to you. Smith with a little tip, and we're going to say it was a double hit there by Smith.
Yeah, Gaughan's Drugstore, they've been there forever near the corner of Hickory and Penn Avenue.
Nozzle serves. And Smocek did not get that over the net. Nozzle serves again. Caldwell gives it to Romanovich, sent back by Kabiska. Diving is Sorensen. Newton at the net. Runtis for Smith. Goes cross court and just got it in the back line. Sorensen thought about it for a second, decided to let it go, and Smith had perfect placement.
Split second decision. That time it did not work.
11-9, Warren leads. AGI Industries' second set, make it 12-9 after the service error. And now Sorensen to serve. Caldwell sets it middle for Smocek. She just pushes. Norris for Corey, and Corey through the block. And Addie Corey's having herself a match here, coming up with some big points when Warren needs them.
Yeah, the Warren front line, I think, has been consistently dominant throughout.
Caldwell gets it to Smith. Norris to Sorensen to Kabiska. Block back. And Slippery Rock says they didn't touch it, but they play on. And a little tip there, and as the kids say, Tim, ball don't lie, because I think Slippery Rock was right. I don't think Kabiska's attack went over the net, and eventually it ends up as a point for the Rockets regardless.
Yeah, there was no way anybody from Warren, after it hit the net and it changed the trajectory, was going to hit that ball.
Runtis on the serve. Nozzle puts it over, tip back right in the vacant spot by Smith.
Smart play by Smith. She saw everybody go in the other direction and just tapped it where nobody could hit it.
And it's back to a 2-point lead now for Warren, 13-11. And Nozzle passes, and Norris has to go way far to get it, and Sherry can't corral it in. And now the Rockets are a point away from tying this match. Addison Ristad checks in. Runta serving for the Rockets. Sends it long. And some more changes coming for the Dragons as Peyton Woderson and Peyton Kabiska are going to check in for the first time. Kabiska for Sherry, Woderson for Norris, and Peyton Kabiska will go back to serve. Peyton and Hallie are on the floor at the same time, or Haley, I should say. Apologize for that. Rockets send over a free ball. Peyton Kabiska to Peyton Woderson. Runtus is there, and Reagan just pushes over. Ristad gets back to recover, but
she tried to punch it up there, and it almost got to the net, but did not have enough force on her.
Woderson had drifted back, getting ready for a potential set, and couldn't get back in time to recover. And now, again, the Rockets a point away from tying as Smith serves. Kabiska to Kabiska. Pleskov is there. Rista digs out the Novad attack. Peyton Woderson off the block. Smith keeps it alive. Caldwell to Novad. Takes it off Peyton Kabiska, and we're tied at 14. Smith puts up the serve and ties up Sorensen. Ristad tried to go back and get it, but the ace gives Slippery Rock the lead, 15-14. And again, Tim, you don't go 17-2 on the year without good reason, and we're seeing some fight back here from the Rockets in the AGI Industries second set as that serve goes long, and we're back tied at 15.
Yeah, they're making a run right now, and again, you got to withstand those if you want to be a winner, because they're not going to roll over and play dead for you.
Nozzle back on the floor for Ristad as Haley Kabiska will go back to serve. Caldwell for Reagan. Sorensen down to get it. Peyton Kabiska for Nozzle, punches over. Reagan again, and Peyton Kabiska's there with the overpass. Dragons keep it alive. Woderson puts it over. Caldwell for Novad, tipped to Sorensen. Kabiska to Corey off the block, and we've got a whistle and a violation against the Rockets. They say Reagan was in the net.
I wasn't even looking at that particular area, so I can't comment on that one.
16-15, Warren leads AGI Industries second set. Haley Kabiska serving. And ties up Runtus for the ace.
Didn't give her a lot of room to work with concerning where her forearms were. I guess you would say in baseball they jammed the batter that way.
Kabiska serves again, and this time the Rockets get it cleanly. Novad on the attack. And Kabiska with a bit of an overpass, and Novad wins the joust at the net with Peyton Kabiska.
That looked like an opening tip at a basketball game.
Peyton Johnson turns for Warren. That's Romanovich for Slippery Rock.
Romanovich back in for the Rockets. Peyton Johnson back in for the Dragons. Eddie Novad serving for Slippery Rock, trying to tie it back up at 17. Peyton Kabiska to Corey. Dug out, overpass, Nozzle, and we've got a whistle, and again, a violation on the Rockets.
Okay, that time I was looking toward the net. I'm not sure exactly. Did she get her fingers caught in the netting, or?
That's a good, I was not looking at the net. I'll be fully transparent about that one. Did not see the call, but it was a violation called against the Rockets. Romanovich has to back up to get that. Kubiska to Nozzle. Caldwell for Romanovich, blocked back, saved by Runtis. Kubiska back sets for Woderson off the block. Runtis gets a hand out, keeps it alive, and Caldwell puts over the free. Newton will give it a shot, and she gets the kill.
I think they were expecting a big overhand, and she just gave it a little tap.
Warren extends the lead to 3, 19-16. Corey on the serve. Caldwell keeps that alive, and the Rockets put over a free ball. Woderson's going to set Nozzle, and Nozzle takes a little bit off, but Romanovich was right there. Now Romanovich on the attack, blocked back by Newton, kept alive by the Rockets. Corey gets a hand on it, and Nozzle with the attack error.
I'm impressed with the way these two teams are able to keep the ball alive. When you look, it looks like it's going to be gone.
Reagan serves, and serves it long. Again, Warren the first to 20 here. AGI Industries second set.
Today's game is being brought to you in part by Healing Beauty by KJ. For all your hair, makeup, and beauty needs, visit Healing Beauty. They're at 112 Pennsylvania Avenue West in Warren, or at shophealingbeauty.com.
Bryn Norris serves. Caldwell sets it for Romanovich. And they say it did not go over the net. So 4 hits called on the Rockets. And Brandon Ferry are going to take another Rossbecker Insurance timeout. Again, Rossbecker Insurance Group, with locations in Corey, Northeast, and Seneca, strives to deliver a personal and beneficial experience to its customers while providing a great place to work for its valued team members. TeamRossbecker.com. That's Rossbecker. And again, Team Rossbecker going to have a vested interest in the second half of tonight's doubleheader as the Corey Beavers take on the Fairview Tigers in the Class 2A semifinal. And again, that match will be available for viewers on Deej Experience. Special thanks to Scott and his crew for partnering with us tonight for all this great video coverage and some great graphics as well. And you guys at Deej do a great job. Guys and gals, I should say.
Yes, we thank them. They have some awesome equipment here.
Yeah. Norris to Nozzle off the block, and Slippery Rock with some good defense here in this point as Romanovich tried to go with the changeup and didn't get enough on it.
Yeah, I can see on the look on her face, she wishes she could have that one back.
Wow. So it's 22-17, Warren leading now, AGI Industries second set. Bryn Norris on the serve. And Caldwell pushes over, Newton gives it right back, and Romanovich sends it back to the Dragons. Romanovich with a little poke to keep it alive. Caldwell on the attack. Now Norris sets Nozzle. Runtis is there. Newton tried to make her pay for it and misfired a little bit, and Smocek looking for the cross court, went too far. (23-17), Warren leading. Caldwell to Smocek, pushes. Newton got a piece of that, I think. Norris sets Nozzle. Runtis with the overpass. Norris for Brooke Sherry. Goes cross court. Wallace was there, and now Romanovich tips over. Norris going to give it to Newton this time, and Newton right at Runtis. Back row attack from Novad goes into the net, and it is set point for Warren.
Dragons with relentless pressure by the net.
And the Warren student section has made its way inside here to the Haggerty Family Events Center and making their presence felt. Caldwell sends it in to Smocek for the free ball. Norris for Nozzle. Dug out, Nozzle puts it back. Caldwell to Romanovich. Norris gonna try Nozzle again. Runtus again on the dig, and it goes out of play, and Warren takes a 2-0 lead with a 25-17 win in the AGI Industries
Peyton
second set.
Johnson with a great play at the end there. She knew it wasn't going to drop where they wanted it, and she was right.
And we're going to step aside here as we get set for the third set. It is District 10 playoff action on your daily local, the YDL Sports Network, a special partnership with DG Experience. Here in Warren County, Seneca Generation delivers more than electricity. We provide clean, reliable power, and we're proud to call this community home. Our team is committed to giving back, supporting local programs, and helping create opportunities that make a difference for families, schools, and neighborhoods. Because powering homes means empowering lives. Seneca Generation, powering your home, empowering our community. Founded in 1978 and headquartered in Warren, Pennsylvania General Energy has become a leading oil and natural gas producer in the Appalachian Basin. PGE is a proud and growing organization making positive contributions to the region's economy and environment. We are equally proud of our commitment to safety and environmental programs. PGE is a strong, family-oriented company that believes in giving back to the communities in which we live, work, and play. PGE, producing the energy we need, protecting the environment we treasure.
Ready to break into a rewarding career? Elwood National Forge can help. Elwood National Forge produces critical defense-rated parts to all branches of the United States military, meaning each day our employees are doing their part to support the men and women protecting our country. With multiple positions currently available and several career paths to choose from, Elwood National Forge offers on-site and on-the-job training, competitive pay and benefits, including 401k and insurance that start the date of hire, paid time off, and long-term job security. We'd love to support you in building a career. To learn more about becoming part of the Elwood National Forge family, visit enfjobs.com.
In every heartbeat, every helping hand, every moment of care, Warren General Hospital stands as a cornerstone of our community. For generations, families have trusted us to be here today, tomorrow, and always. We're transforming community health and wellness through excellence in quality, safety, service, engagement, and patient experience.
All right, just about set to start the Gons Drugstore third set. And Slippery Rock will serve to start the set. And Haley Kabiska on the attack for the Dragons. We'll get our set sponsorship here for you in a minute. They started a little early and off the block for Addie Novad. Stop into Gons at 348 Pennsylvania Avenue West to get your flu shot and vaccines for COVID, pneumonia, shingles, and RSV. Turn to Gons to fill prescriptions for your entire family, including the family pets. Call 814-723-2840 or visit gons.com. Norris sets Kabiska off the block, kept alive, but Reagan put it out of play and set is knotted at one. Just got an update from Warren Athletic Director John Sittler, said the District 10 Class 3A Girls Soccer Championship going on right outside here. Warren and Harbor Creek tied 0 at halftime. So a great championship match going on outside, a fantastic semifinal volleyball match going on inside. Lots of action at the Haggerty Family Event Center here tonight.
Yeah, it's, well, if you got children playing both sports, how are you going to do it?
Yeah. Peyton Johnson serves out of play. And again, winner of this match here will play either Harbor Creek or Fort LaBeouf. Fort LaBeouf, the 2 seed, Harbor Creek, the 3. And those two teams will face off at McDowell High School, scheduled to start at 7:15. Norris sets Nozzle, and that's tipped back to Novad. Caldwell pushes over, but Corey was right there, and Norris on the attack puts down the kill.
Falling backwards to generate that kind of force and power was an amazing thing. She literally was going in the opposite direction there.
Well, and again, comes by some of that athletic talent naturally. Mom and Dad, Justin and Jessica, were phenomenal athletes in their own right when they played for the Dragons.
That's right, they were.
And Norris sets Nozzle, and Nozzle with a kill down the line. Puts Warren in front 3-2 in the Gons Drugstore third set. Warren leads the match 2-0, trying to punch their ticket to the District 10 championship for the third straight year. Corey on the serve. Caldwell sends over to Romanovic. Fabic is there. Norris sets nozzle. And Runtus able to dig it out. Romanovic with a little push, and Fabic again. Norris had almost trip over Fabic, and Nozzle puts it off Smocek and down.
Just enough of an angle there. She couldn't get I don't want to say a hold of it because you can't do that, but she couldn't get her hand in the right position. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, no, you can't grab it. Kind of like soccer we were just talking about, not allowed to grab the ball with your hands. Corey serves again. Runtus with the overpass. Gettner puts it right back, but off the block. And Runtus again. Nozzle saves that for Gettner. Back to Nozzle. Punches but hits the post.
That was a nice try. That's about, but they won't give you the point on that one.
The angle on that was just a little too severe for Nozzle to recover from. It's Caldwell serves. Norris sets Nozzle. And she goes over the block this time. Smocek to Romanovic with the little push. Nozzle's down to get it. Norris to Gettner. Runtus is there. Caldwell back set to Smith. Off the block. Johnson unable to keep it alive.
Smith has had some nice shots up near the net.
Yeah.
And she's fooled the Dragons. That's second or third time right there that she's done that.
All square at 4. And Johnson with the overpass, and Norris gives it a little extra. Romanovic off the block. Norris to Nozzle. Runtus sends it over to Smith. Goes off the net. And Norris and Johnson nearly collide as Smith gets the kill and gives Slippery Rock a 5-4 lead. Caldwell with a short serve. Johnson's there to get it. Norris sets Nozzle. And Nozzle sends it long. 6-4, Slippery Rock leads Gons Drugstore third set. Norris sends it to Gettner. Runtus gets a hand on it. Novad keeps it alive, and Smith with a little tap over. Norris to Nozzle. Caldwell sets up Romanovic with a little push, but Nozzle's able to get to it. And Norris a little in front of Gettner, but she does get it over the net. Smocek pushes back. Fabic keeps it alive. Norris to Nozzle. Big swing through the block. Smocek recovers. Caldwell diving is Sorensen. Smocek misfires trying to put back the overpass.
Sorensen with a big play right there to get that point.
Cuts the Slippery Rock lead to 6-5. And Tim, if I'm not mistaken, that 2-point advantage was Slippery Rock's largest lead of the match.
I agree, you're right.
Norris serves. Caldwell for Smocek. Sorensen kept it alive. Norris got a hand on it, but could not get enough underneath to allow her teammates to put it over. As Plesikov comes in to serve. 7-5, Rockets lead. Norris sets Nozzle in the middle, and again, Nozzle right at Runtus, and nothing Runtus can do with that.
No, that's, I would not want to be on the opposing end of that one.
Nozzle serves, Dragons trailing 7-6, lead the match 2-0. And we've got a whistle, and again, a Slippery Rock player in the net. Nozzle serves, we're all square at 7, and serves up an ace to give Warren the lead. And Nozzle, I meant to say this during the pregame and forgot, Tim, but during the Maplewood tournament after that last Cochranton game that we did, Nozzle did become the Warren all-time career leader in kills, had 1,026 coming into this match, and has added to that total for sure here tonight.
Yeah, she definitely one of the best.
And Kubiska gets the kill. Good effort there by Runtus trying to dive for the dig. But
I kind of was hoping she would have been able to get it in front of the home crowd there, but it didn't work out. But still, she's now the leader.
Yep.
Broke the record.
Serves and serves an ace, and now Warren with a 10-7 lead. Gons Drugstore third set. Dragons trying to complete a sweep and go to the District 10 title match for the third straight year. Rockets need a win here in this set to keep the match alive. Novad will put over a free ball. Norris sets Gettner off the block right to Runtus. And Novad long on the attack. (11-7), Warren leading now. Nozzle still serving. Runtus getting down to get it. And she'll put over the free ball. Norris back set to Newton. Dug out there by Plesikov, and now Novad on the attack down to get it is Sorensen. Norris to Kabiska through the block and down. Another kill for Haley Kabiska. And this is a 7-0 run that the Dragons are on here. Fell behind 7-5 and now lead at 12-7. And Norris gets the friendly roll off the top of the net.
Wyatt Stearns is probably happy with that.
And it is a Ross Becker Insurance timeout taken by the Rockets. Ross Becker Insurance Group, with locations in Corey, Northeast, and Seneca, strives to deliver a personal and beneficial experience to its customers while providing a great place to work for its valued team members. TeamRossBecker.com. That's Ross Becker. Tonight's View of the Court is brought to you by Venango County, where there's always something to see and do. Visit them online, venangocountypas.gov.
And tonight's game is being brought to you in part by Healing Beauty by KJ. For all your hair, makeup, and beauty needs, visit Healing Beauty at 112 Pennsylvania Avenue West in Warren or at shophealingbeauty.com. Dragons here have opened up a 6-point lead, and they've pretty much been in the driver's seat most of the way, although this team's not going to give up, and they have battled back a couple of times.
Nozzle serving. Warren on an 8-0 run right now. And Smith will push and going to get called for a double hit and make it 9 straight for the Dragons. Nozzle serves again. Caldwell for Smith. Ties up Norris, and that'll end the run. A much needed point for the Rockets.
Sometimes the ball just gets away from you.
Yeah. Runtus on the serve. Norris sets to Newton, and Newton ties up Pleskoff for the kill.
I would say Newton and Kabeska have pretty darn strong arms when they swat one for a kill.
Again, the Warren student section making their presence felt. They gave the Warm the Buses chant. It might be a little early for that. Overpass goes out of play. It's an 8-point advantage for the Dragons, but Warren just went on an 8-0 run, and so this match, if Slippery Rock gets hot, could turn quickly.
It could.
You know, if it were me, I'd be saving that chant for about 6 points from now.
For sure.
And Kabiska will put it over. Caldwell back sets to Smith. She had to recover. Goes cross court, but out of play. And don't forget to stay tuned for the Icy Ink post-game show. We'll have an interview with our Icy Ink player of the game. And we'll try to do that quickly so our friends at Deej Experience can get ready for the Corey Fairview game, which will get started very quickly after the conclusion of this one. And Norris tried to track that ball down, but
she hit the referee with it.
Yeah. So it is 17-9. Warren leading Gons Drugstore third set. Smith serves. And Norris had to recover, and Newton will put over a free ball. Novad on the attack, goes long.
Things are starting to go Warren's way more and more now, it seems, as the Dragons have made very few errors tonight. I think Slippery Rock has made a few where they wish they could have an opportunity back and go a different route with it, but Dragons right now lead it by 9.
Brooke Sherry on to serve. Runtus with an overpass, and Slippery Rock with an effort there. That was Wallace trying to keep that alive, but goes out of play. And the Dragons have now opened a 10-point advantage. Caldwell will send that over to Novad. Sorensen up to Norris for Kabiska. Tucks it in the back corner for a kill. And, you know, again, Tim, we talked about that those last couple of games in the regular season looked like she was maybe in her head a little bit, but Haley Kabiska certainly seems to have worked all of that out here tonight.
I agree with you 100% on that one, Brian. She's worked out the kinks. I think she's back to her old self.
Caldwell to Reagan, big swing, but long on the attack. And Warren now closing in on a sweep, 21-9. They lead Slippery Rock. Lead the match 2-0.
And that's another thing. I think a good team will keep its foot on the gas down the stretch and not let them get back in it.
And service error by Sherry gives the serve back to Slippery Rock. Makes it 21-10. And again, the winner here will get either Harbor Creek or Fort LaBeouf in the District 10 championship. Ristoff sends it over to Kabiska, and just after we said she kind of got rid of all that stuff, just a misfire there, but that was a kind of an odd angle for that pass to come from Ristoff. She was just trying to keep it back in play.
And I think she was deciding among like 3 different moves she was going to try to make, and then it ended up being not enough time.
Novad serves. Norris sets Kabiska and comes right back for the kill. And again, that's that short memory we talked about. You got to have it. Make a mistake, come back, and don't make a mistake on the next one, and she did not. And now Kabiska will go back to the service line.
And that's fitting. She can serve it out here.
And somehow Slippery Rock keeps that alive. Norris sets Corey, big swing off the block. And a kill for Addie Corey. Dragons are 2 points away. You know, and this is maybe where the time you talk about, regardless of who they face in the championship, that's going to be the 3rd time. They've swept Harbor Creek and Fort LaBeouf twice in region play. Always hard to beat a team 3 times in one season, but block at the net by Corey. Reagan's there to get it back. Romanovich on the attack. Sorensen diving dig. Norris to Nozzle off the block. Caldwell for Reagan, a little tip. Nozzle gets it. Norris gives it back to Nozzle, and she'll just send over. Caldwell for Romanovich. Sorensen's there. Norris to Corey. Blocked. Corey puts it back over. Caldwell for Reagan. Big swing and a kill for Ashley Reagan.
They demonstrated some patience in that volley, and it worked out very well for Slippery Rock.
23-12, Warren leads. Gons Drugstore 3rd set. Ashley Reagan back to serve. Bristow gets it to Sorensen for Nozzle. Big swing and a big kill from Maddie Nozzle gives Warren match point.
Maybe warm the bus up now. I don't know.
Well, yeah, now you'd probably be okay with that chant now. It'll be Addie Corey on to serve, looking to send Warren to the District 10 championship match. A short serve, diving, and it's an ace for Addie Corey, and the Dragons win it 3-0 at a 25-12 3rd set win. Warren heads back to the District 10 championship for the 3rd straight year. And they will look to win their 2nd District 10 title in 3 years. They'll take on either Harbor Creek or Fort LaBeouf. We'll find out who that is later tonight. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back with the Icy Inc. postgame show, our player of the game interview. This is high school volleyball on your daily local, the YDL Sports Network, powered by DJ Experience.
In every
At
heartbeat.
AGI Industries in Clarendon, our state-of-the-art fabrication facility brings your custom-engineered products to life. With cutting-edge machinery and skilled professionals, we deliver precision-crafted solutions tailored to your needs. From trench box and storage container rentals to sandblasting, refurbishing, and painting equipment, plus expert metal fabrication, compressor stations, filters, separators, ASME vessels, and pig loaders, AGI Industries is your one-stop shop for quality and innovation. Call 814-728-6050 for more information or to secure a rental.
Here at the Warren County Chamber of Business and Industry, we like to focus on our community and help our local businesses expand and succeed.
Why join WCCB?
All right, this is the Icy Ink post-game show for all your screen printing and embroidery needs. Call Icy Ink at 814-688-0034. Visit them online, icyink.com. That's ICYYink.com. Let's meet, drink coffee, and design some cool shirts. Be cool, wear Icy, and being cool tonight in the District 10 semifinals, our Icy Ink player of the game, Warren's Madeline Nozzle. And Madeline, you guys go to the District 10 championship for the third straight year. What do you got to do to get win number 2 in that 3-year span?
You just gotta work hard for it. Like, I think we all worked hard this season and all the other seasons, and we earned to go to the finals, I believe.
So you guys got a bye. You've had almost a full 2 weeks off before the start of this match. I know talking to Coach Mike Dolan before the game, he was worried about a little bit of a slow start. You eased those fears right out of the gate, a big win in the first set. What was working so well for you early on?
We had a full week of just practice, and then we had a scrimmage on Saturday, so I think that helped a lot coming into today. We had a huddle, and I was like, come on, guys, we deserve to go to the finals. Like, let's show everybody who we are. So, yeah.
So you're going to get either Harbor Creek or Fort LaBeouf. They're going to get started here in a few minutes over at McDowell High School. You've seen both of those teams a couple of times this season, have won all of those matchups. They always say it's hard to beat a team 3 times in 1 year. What do you take away from those first 2 matchups, regardless of who it is, into the championship?
So I definitely think Fort LaBeouf and Harbor Creek were like a good challenge during the season. So I think the finals on Thursday is going to be a really good game, and we're going to have to play hard and tough to win the finals. So, yeah.
Our Icy Ink player of the game, Warren's Madeline Nozzle, going to the District 10 championships for a 3rd straight year. Madeline, congratulations. Good luck in the title match.
Thank you.
All right, we're going to send it back up to Tim Giuliano, Scott Lockwood. We'll be back with more of the Icy Ink post-game show on your daily local, the YDL Sports Network and DJ Experience.
All right, thanks, Brian. Well, Tim, a great game for Warren. They keep moving on. They go to the finals, and could we see a District 10 team in Class 1, 2, and 3?
We could. We very well could. Warren looked, for being off an extra week and the bye, it surprised me of how quickly they just jumped right in. It was like they established a rhythm early on, and they allowed just a couple of short runs on the part of Slippery Rock, but they, toward the end, they just dominated play.
And we talk about it all the time when we do Corey games with Coach Goodsell and Coach Dalton, Mike Dolan and all of them. Serve receive, the most important part. That second set kind of got away from Warren a little bit. Mm-hmm. They quickly reeled that in, though, and I mean, the tough serving tonight from the Dragons really helped their cause tonight.
Yeah, I agree with you. And the other thing I noticed was they very much dominated the front line up by the net. They won most of those battles and gave up only a few points up at the net itself.
Oh, you guys keep talking. I walked up all those stairs now. I got to catch my breath.
Hey, well, yeah, this was a treat to watch as far as execution is concerned. I think the Dragons, put into practice exactly what they did at practice, and they made very, very few mistakes all night.
Yeah.
Very few.
Yeah, and especially in the first set and the third set, which is when you got to open the match strong, you got to close the match strong. And that's just something that we've seen kind of all season. That second set seems to be, if Warren's going to be taking advantage of, that's where it happens to him, is in that second set. And so they didn't allow that to happen. Slippery Rock gave them a challenge.
Yes, they did.
They did not allow that to happen in the second set. They pick up the sweep, go to the District 10 championship for the third straight year, and it's going to be either Harbor Creek or Fort LaBeouf again, and the two teams that know each other very well.
I think if I can quote you correctly, you said that the largest lead that Slippery Rock ever had was 2 points in this affair.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that was it, and the Dragons made short work of that because that only lasted maybe 3 or 4 serves. That was it.
Well, yeah, and that was really the key tonight is Warren didn't allow Slippery Rock to go on any long runs. Warren had a 7-point run in the first set. They had an 8-point run in the third set, but Slippery Rock didn't have any of those kind of extended, long 7, 8, 9-point runs to really kind of create some separation. And this is a team in Warren that you've got to create separation if you're gonna come away with a match win, much less a set win against them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was a kind of a clinic.
Yeah, and again, talking to Madeline Oslo, I said, Mike Dolan was worried about a slow start. That absolutely did not happen after the lengthy layoff. And if Warren can kind of keep this momentum going, they're going to be in great shape to bring home a District 10 championship. Would be their second in 3 years.
Well, let's see how this unfolds. So we will be back on the air next week sometime?
We'll find out. They have not officially announced the dates for when the championship matches are going to be played. Typically, the last few years, it would be on Thursday, potentially on Saturday. It'll be before next week because the state tournament starts next week, I believe on November 4th for a lot of these teams. So it'll be before that for sure. It'll be Warren and Harbor Creek or Fort LaBeouf. And it'll be for the District 10 Class 3A title. And as soon as we find out date, time, and location, we'll see if we can get on the air. We've got to ask permission, of course, and see if we can get on the air and get that for you. And again, special thanks to Scott and his crew at Deej Experience for providing all the video and all the production elements for this broadcast tonight. But we're going to get out of here so they can get back to work and bring you Corey and Fairview in a Class 2A semifinal.
It's been great working with you guys. Thanks for having me. I'm glad we could provide the video and stuff that we do for you guys.
Yeah.
It's always fun to partner up with people who do what we do.
Absolutely.
Right?
And I certainly look forward to doing this a lot more in the future here. Even beyond volleyball season, maybe we can look at doing some more things as the winter and the spring and the years roll on. So definitely a great time for us. I'm so glad we were able to do this, and hopefully our audience liked it as well.
Hope so.
Thank you, Scott.
All right, so for Tim Giuliani and Scott Lockwood, this is Brian Hagberg on your Daily Local, the YDL Sports and Network. A special video presentation from Deej Experience saying thank you so much for watching, and good night from Erie.